Hey lovely sexy people, welcome to today's video, which is issue 12 of Warhammer Stormbringer. Oh, excuse me, there. And this one is the Stormstrike Chariot, which is something I've been looking forward to. It's a double spruce, so it's quite a big old beastie, much bigger. So we had the beast skewer killbow in the last video. And this is huge, this miniature, but it looks good. Righty then, so magazine, we'll put the plastic aside and let's have a look. So Stormstrike Chariot, Cruel Boys, Law and Fast-Paced Battle Plan, whatever that's going to be. So realm gates, some more information on Age of Sigmar. Realm gates are ancient arcane passageways that link the mortal realms. The secrets of what created the realm gates or how they are formed are long lost, but the value of these portals is immense. Whether a colossal archway through which entire armies may pass or small apertures in a forgotten ruin, a realm gate allows the user to cross vast distances in mere moments. For a general, this is invaluable, as it can allow them to outflank an enemy through a hidden passage or reinforce armies with fresh troops mustered half the cosmos away. To control the realm gates is to control the mortal realms themselves. So, whirlways. The whirlways are underwater realm gates. Descent from Azir. Stormcast Eternals can cross vast distances between Azir and other realms by riding bolts of lightning. Ow. Gnaw-holes. Gnaw-holes are artificial portals formed by the arcane science of the Skaven. And tears in reality. The demons of chaos can strike anywhere in the realms. They can tear through the fabric of reality itself using rifts that lead to the nightmarish realm of chaos. So we then go into Cruel Boys, number 3 in our red section. Looking for a scrap. So fight, loot, repeat, all that glitters. Bane of civilization. Wicked ingenuity. Cruel Boys are the masters of turning stolen scrap into deadly weapons. They have a wicked intellect dedicated solely to cruelty and malice. While crude in appearance, these inventions are very dangerous, from rusty and jagged melee weapons to cunningly crafted crossbows that hurl barbed bolts with tremendous force. Oh, and then we get our Stormstrike Chariot. Our chariot is as swift lightning and just as deadly. These charioteers were Gryph beast hunters who stalk the realms of our savannas. Right, so we've got crew origins, D6 rolling chart there, and then crew traits. Oh, excuse me, sorry. And then we're into our how to build. So we're building up our chariot proper first. And then the Gryph hounds that pull it. And then the female warrior with the Stormstrike axe. And then the male warrior with the great storm bow. Then how to paint Stormstrike Chariot. So they're saying 4 sub-assemblies, I suppose. If you 6 sub-assemblies even, if you count the base. There's no scenic base to put on this, but obviously you'll make your own. And yeah, and then you got the 5, so you got the 2 Gryph hounds, your chariot, and the 2 warriors on it. as sub-assemblies. Okay, and then line breaker, deployment, useful rules. Your battle continues. Stormcast war scrolls. So I think these are the full war scrolls now, by the look of it. They've got all the various bits in there for movement, save, bravery, and wounds. And it looks like you're playing with all your miniatures in this particular fight through, by the look of it. Are we playing with everything? Let's have a look. No, we're just playing with the Stormstrike Chariot and our Lord Imperator and something else, possibly the Knight Arcanum. Yeah, Knight Arcanum. Right, there you go. Okay, so there's all that stuff. Oh, and you've got some wound tokens on the back of this thing. And then our next two issues are the Fist and Red and Wraithbone, and then in issue 14 we get these Man Skewer Bolt Boys. Okay, cool. I was going to be rude about the name for the Man Skewer Bolt Boys, but I won't. Right, let's have a look at this. This is a sculpt of 2021 again. Right, and these hounds are huge. They must be the Great Dane version. Or even like Newfoundlands. My God, have you seen the size of a Newfoundland? Ginormous. They're rescue dogs. If I remember rightly. Yeah, they're rescue dogs. Anyway, on a complete tangent, just randomly talking about pooches. So yeah, I'm liking this. This looks really nice. And I mean, the chariot itself is fairly simple. You've got the base, you've got the front here. The wheels, you've got the, I don't know what, I think that's the yoke for the hounds. I don't know what the centerpiece is called. And then the axle for the wheels. I think that's it really. The female Stormcast Eternal is hanging on to something which goes into the base. Maybe that's the brake. You never know. But yeah, I mean these Gryph hounds are looking really nice. I'm liking these. I definitely think they are a gorgeous sculpt. Just adding a bit of extra light here. Sorry, I thought my main lights would give me enough, but no. So I do apologise if you've been in the dark a bit. Yeah. So this quiver for the arrows goes upright in the chariot as well. That is so cool. Right, come back and we'll get it built, shall we? Okay, see you in a sec. So we're going to start the build off. I'm going to build it in sequence, and then we'll discuss some of the options which aren't being used in this build. So the first thing that it says to do is pop the axle onto the bed of the chariot. Now This does have keying, so you can only get it round one way. And in theory, you shouldn't mess it up. Okay, I do apologise if you can hear the goings on outside. I've got the windows open. It's quite warm in here this evening. It's then saying wheels. And these, I think, should only go on kind of one way. Well, this one is only going to go on one way. What I'm actually not going to do is I think I'm going to save gluing these on until right at the end. What I will say is that this one, you've got spikes on these wheels, but at the bottom where this is supposed to meet up with the base, those spikes are less pronounced, obviously to show that that's the bottom of the wheel. Kind of thinking that goes into there like so, and then what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put any glue on these until I get to the end. And the reason for that is so that I can make sure that it's positioned properly on the thing. So next thing, in fact the next thing is this quiver, which goes just at the front there. And then we've got the front, which goes on and it pushes on. And again, if you're using liquid cement or a plastic weld like I use, the EMA plastic weld, then you can push that on and then pop the glue in from the back like so. We then have the yoke, and the yoke has these funny looking horns and they face towards the chariot, so they're pushing back towards the chariot, so they would go on like so. So I'm assuming this particular mini was part of, was it Dominion? The Age of Sigmar box set that was released in 2021? Because this is clearly another push fit mini. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Of that kind of thing. So, right, there we go. So there's the chariot. I'm going to clip out the Gryph hounds and do those next. And we'll come back for that. So Gryph hounds, I am going to, I've done one already because they're very similar, so you don't really want me repeating it. But we're going to start off with the neck here. And the good thing about these is because they're push fit like this, it means you can push fit them together, and then with the necks certainly you can come in from the inside with the glue, which is quite nice. We then have the face, and let's just so that bit goes on like so. And this bit pushes on after. Like thus. So there's the head. This then goes into the half with the tail, and it pins in just there. So we can pop the glue in. Then we marry up the other side and push it together. So right, nice. Then we have the two front legs. So okay, so this one goes on there. Like so. And then this one on that side. So yeah, there's your second Gryph, and this fella attaches to the chariot like that, and then there's a peg on his foot which locates there. So currently our chariot is looking like thus. So I have already made the axe wielding badass good girl, because she was fairly straightforward. What I want to do is just go over this guy, the other guy, because it seems that he's got a couple of weapon options. You can either have a spear or the bow. So essentially he goes together by pushing that on first, and then there is a sword which goes in this wee hole in its backside. So that goes, get in their baggage like thus. Okay, and then the head, actually we'll go with the pauldrons first. So these pauldrons have, I don't know if you can see that, they have a couple of holes in them, and they marry up to pegs on the shoulders, and this piece of cloth goes to the front. And I'm looking at this, I'm thinking it's going to be easier to dab the glue in and then marry it up like thus. So this is what we've got, and then the head gets pushed down on. That way, so he's looking to his left. So there's the head. Now here's the thing. So he can either have the spear, which will look like that. That's pretty badass, actually. I like that. I do like that. Spearing down at someone as he rides past. But I think I'm going to go with the bow and arrow. I'm just going to stick to the build, I think. So the bow and arrow just goes on like so, and then I'm just going to pop in some blue where the joins are. Like thus. And then this guy pegs in like so, and our badass good girl pegs in just there, and that's your chariot. So yeah, there you go. That is the wee beastie. I love it. I'm loving these Gryph hounds. So I'm going to enjoy painting this. All right, I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.